Getting the right product in front of the right person at the right time is the holy grail of advertising. Paul Knegden is here to show us the Dapper solution.
All right, everyone. I want to thank PhoCusWright for having me. I want to thank the judges. I'm going to go a little bit against the advice that they gave in the first panel in that, number one, I'm not female, as you've all seen, so sorry about that. And I'm going to start with a video. So I'm our head of marketing, and part of what being a head of marketing entails is making little cartoons that explain what we do. So it can do it better than I can, so I'm going to start with that. So enjoy. So what did we learn from this, other than if you put the Price is Right music to pretty much anything, it's going to get some attention? We learned that good ads are not about just taking a static message and shoving it at an audience that you think is interested. They're about content. It's about an informational ad that can actually tell you, given your preferences, what the right offer is at the right time for the right person. And really, that's what we do at Dapper. It's a matter of marrying dynamic ad advertising, ads that show different offers based on a number of circumstances, and Wall Street meets Madison Avenue like media optimization that goes out and actively finds those audiences, finds out people's preferences based on what they're browsing, what they're reading, where they searched, so that this guy can get an ad that shows him or her, flights to Denver from their location that they're at. This person can get it for DC, and this person for San Francisco, in a scalable way and a really relevant way. So that's a little bit about what we do at Dapper. It's a dynamic ad meets media optimization on pre-classified media. So I'm just going to get a little bit into how we do this. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why you should care. So let's go to some results that we have here. This is a case study for one of our OTA partners. I can't say who it is on stage, but it's been an exciting campaign since we launched it in June. As you can see, what the focal thing is here is that you can see where their best ad is. That's a behaviorally targeted ad that's only targeting users that have expressed intent in booking on this engine. And you can see how we've been able to drop that cost per booking. Now, the numbers have been massive. This is just, look at the relativity here. But it's clear this stuff works. Dynamic ads just perform better. I think it's clear to everyone here that if you take a look at the ad on the left that's actually showing real content that's ostensibly based on somebody who's actively looking for New York hotels, that's going to perform better than something that's just a generic message. As good as 30% off at thousands of hotels is, that works so much better if you actually have something actionable and something interesting to the user that they've expressed either through browsing history or through the context of the page that they're reading. So part of what makes Dapper unique in this is that we're actually able to do this very scalably. This is actually a self-service platform that we're going to be releasing in 2010, where advertisers and agencies can do this on their own. This is currently what I'm going to show you, the interface that we use to crank out these campaigns really easily. So if you bear with me, I'll just go over to my browser here. All right, so essentially all I have to do in order to be able to get content in an ad that's going to respond to user preference is I have to go and look for where the content is I want to use in my ad. So I'm going to use Orbitz as our guinea pig. If there's anyone from Orbitz in this room, speak now or forever hold your peace. And essentially I just have to go to a page of their site that has some content that I might want to use in my ad, copy that URL, go to our little interface here, pop it in, And now what it's going to do is it's actually going to analyze this website, break it down into its component parts so that I can go in one by one and tell it, this is a hotel picture, this is a hotel name, this is a price, so on and so forth. I'm teaching Dapper how to grab this content and serve it up in an ad when the time is right. So I'll do exactly that. Here we have a picture of a hotel in Chicago here. So I got some stuff I didn't want, so I'll clear that out. I'll call this hotel pick. And I'll do the same thing for the name of the hotel, hotel name, and the average nightly rate. Got some stuff I didn't want, so it's a learning engine actually that's going to adapt, and when I click on other things, it's going to figure out, okay, this is the thing you want. So for this case, it's the price, hotel price. And that's pretty much it. I've just trained Dapper to know how to go to orbitz.com and any page that even closely resembles the page that I gave it and grab live content. And then what winds up happening is it lets me group that together and gives me a preview of this ad. Now this is undesigned, right? So the only next step I have to do is actually take this into Flash, and we have a Flash toolbar that allows advertisers to actually do this. Again, this is what we use today. And you can see the ad here. It's got all the elements that I pulled in. I can actually preview that to make sure that it actually does pull in the things that I taught it. So I'll go ahead and preview. If the internet is slow here, I do have a backup ad. Yeah, there we are. So we saw that it actually did bring the ones in that I pulled in. If we click through to one of these, it'll take me to the appropriate landing page for that property. I can do another test. I can actually show you if you remember, I gave it a Chicago page, but I want to show that it can actually pull in from any page that even remotely looks like that. So I can preview this here. I just added a search box in Flash. All right. So this is a New York one. I didn't give it New York in the beginning, but it can actually pull that there. Let's try San Francisco. Essentially what I've done, well, I'll get a little glitch here. All right, well, here, I can show you another one. Essentially what I've done is I taught it to pull from any page, and if you just give it a little bit of design, this is what it can look like. I'm not a graphic designer, so this isn't perfect. But in any case, this is a full-service solution for grabbing content from a website, having that show up in ads, and having it match these offers to the right person at the right time. Let's go back to presentation here. And this is what it might look like in the wild. This is a campaign we're running for Sheraton. It happens to have been showing up on a page on theguardian.co.uk, and for people looking to stay in New York City. So we were able to read that off the page in real time, go to a search on Sheraton's website, and then populate the content in the ad in real time. And as you can see, it actually does match the look and feel of the Sheraton brand. What I showed you in Flash was just a wireframe of it, but given a good creative designer, the sky's the limit for what you can actually do. And this can be part of your brand image and be congruent with everything else that you're actually doing. So I said briefly, I want to go over that again, that the way we match these offers up with the right people is we actually look for a number of things. We build a user intent profile, a user story, if you will. So this person, we look at his geo, where he's been searching, the semantics on the page that he or she's looking at, and then the performance of the offers that we can pull for that to build a story, like somebody traveling from San Francisco to Rome who viewed hotels on Acme Travel and looking for cheap deals based on what they looked at. And from that, we build a user intent profile, and through that, we're able to show the right content to the right person at the right time. And we're able to allow advertisers and media agencies alike to go and then traffic these ads, specify which audiences you're looking for and what are the criteria of the ad, and then manage this throughout the life of the campaign so you can see that nice downward slope of the cost per booking as the campaign runs. So let me just go over again what I've shown you guys here. I've shown you that the content in an ad, when it matches the intent of a user, can be a really powerful thing. It can save you money. And if you look at it in a different way, if you take a larger budget, it can make you even more money. You know, really, there's no lack of a business case for being able to make cost per booking cheaper. So the way that we make money is that we prefer to just take a rev share of that. If you don't make money, we won't make money. So that's to answer some questions about the business model. But the other takeaway is that content is king, and if you're able to take content out of the confines of the website and actively take it and look for users that are interested in it, you're going to get a lot better performance out of your customers that you're targeting. So I want to thank everyone again, thank our judges, and you can feel free to reach out to me. There's my email and the hash for my performance here. And thanks everyone a lot.
Paul Konegdon, Dapper.